Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about introduction part of organizational behavior subject, where first let to understand a definition of organizational behavior. So organizational behavior is a study of how people interact within organization. It examines individuals and group behavior, organizational structure, culture, and process to improve efficiency, productivity, and employee satisfaction. If we see the definition, so it's mentioned here in the documents only. So organizational behavior is a study of how individual as well as group as well as structure have an impact on individual behavior within organization. So OB really help us to understand why people behave like this. If we want to shape or we want to mold their behavior, then what is important to understand? That's why we study this subject, organizational behavior. Let's see again a definition. So OB defined as the study and application of knowledge about how people as individual and groups act within organization. It helps managers or even leaders or a superior to understand and predict human behavior at work. See, once we talk about to understand the people, we know any organization is a combination of living resources as well as non-living resources. So once we talk about non-living resources, it's fine, we can manage. But once we talk about living resources, only HR, human resource, or our people or our employee are living resources, and it is very important to understand them, and it is very important to handle them, because whatever the vision of the company, we divide that particular vision in short term goal, medium term goal, and in a long term goal, and ultimately our people are there to achieve our desired goals and the vision of the company. So it is very much important to understand our people, right? Now what is the importance of OB? Here are the some few points, right? So first is enhance employee performance and job satisfaction. Here, once we talk about job satisfaction, it's very much important. The reason is to improve productivity or to improve efficiency or to improve effectiveness. Our people involvement is very much important. जब हमारे एम्प्लॉय इन्वॉल्व होंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली उनका परफॉर्मेंस इंप्रूव होगा. परफॉर्मेंस इंप्रूव होगा तो साथ साथ में उनका जॉब सेटिस्फेक्शन भी हाई होगा, प्रोडक्टिविटी भी बढ़ेगी, उनका इंटरेस्ट भी बढ़ेगा. कोई भी कंपनी के इनोवेशन और ग्रोथ में भी एम्प्लॉय सेटिस्फेक्शन होगा तो ही वो अपना इन्वॉल्वमेंट कर पाएंगे. So it is very much important. So OB help us to understand our people. It is always my slogan that OB is equal to understanding people. So it is very much important to understand our people so that we improve their job satisfaction. Also, it very much importance to improve a leadership and management practices, whether we are on a manager position or we are leading position, right? It is very much important that how we improve our leadership and other management practices. So once we talk about management, management is all about planning, organizing, directing, coordinating, controlling, budgeting, reporting. And for all this purpose, we require our people to work, right? Some decisions are taken centrally, as if once we talk about planning function, but once we talk about organizing, that means implementation. At that time, it is very much important to understand our people. So OB helps to improve our leadership as well as management practices. Third one, OB is helpful to facilitate better communication and teamwork. Teamwork we can say even as a group dynamics, right? It is very much important because in a company, whether we have a small scale, whether we have a medium scale or large or MNC company, we have a various kind of people in our organization or in our department or in our team, and that's why an effective communication is very much important. And to do an effective communication, it is more important to understand what kind of people we have, and according to that I need to communicate to my people so they can involve in my work. Next one is helps in conflict resolution and stress management. Nowadays, if we can say that it's a very cutthroat competition, very dynamic environment. जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी आता है, कुछ भी नया आता है, immediately there are competitors. As for some period of time we can enjoy monopoly, then again there are competitors and many better product even in a lesser price. And sometimes because of difference of opinion, there is some conflict among people. That's why OB help us to understand our people, to understand their mindset, why people are act like this, what demotivate them, what we need to do to improve their job satisfaction, how we can motivate them, how we can balance their work life, so how we can manage or we can minimize the stress. It is a role of an organization. So OB also helps to the leaders as well as the departmental head as well as the HR department to understand people. So the main aspect is that how we minimize their stress, what kind of various HR practices we should apply and we should consider so our people feel very happy and some more satisfaction and we minimize the stress. And more important is that OB also helps to drive organizational change and innovation. So in short, OB is very much helpful, right? Especially once we talk about to understand human behavior. So organizational behavior seeks to understand and analyze human behavior within organization. It is more important to focus on how individuals and group behave, interact and influence one another in work environment. अगर हम एसेंस की बात करें, why study OB? तो to study OB to know about how individual or a group behave, interact and influence one another in one working environment, right? So this is what we can say the significance of OB, or why should we study organizational behavior and what is the importance of behavior, organization behavior, right? Now next topic is, this is very much important. Once we talk about OB, so OB will go on 3 levels study: individual level, group level and third one is the organization level. Let to understand it one by one. Once we talk about individual level analysis, it is more important to understand, examine the personality of an individual, perception, motivation and learning. It is very much important, because once we talk about organization, it will go in a 3 levels. So sometimes it is very important to understand individual level personality and what motivate that individual person, and what are the various methods where we can make our people to be learn. तो दैट इज इंडिविजुअल लेवल. थोड़ा ब्रॉडर व्यू में हम जाएं तो उसमें आएगा ग्रुप लेवल, वेयर ग्रुप लेवल फोकस ऑन टीम डायनेमिक्स, और यू कैन से इट्स अ ग्रुप डायनेमिक्स, leadership, effective communication and decision making. As a leader, sometimes we have to take a decision for the group at a time. Very much important ki it is understand ki what kind of team members or group members we do have, what leadership style I need to apply, what is a various way and what is an effective way to communicate to my entire group member so they understand and convince. And moreover, very much important is that decision making. As a leader or as a manager or as a superior, whatever I am taking a decision, it have an impact on my entire group, and that's why it is very much important to understand, right? And third is the organization level. Some decision, some practices are done at the central level, so it's organization level. First, very important is organization culture. So how to analyze, how to make the effective, productive, strong, positive organization culture. Then again, more important is that what about the hierarchy and structure? What kind of policy we need to follow and we need to implement to shape the behavior of the all the people of my organization. So as you know, there are three level in a company: top level management, middle level management, bottom level management. So this is the structure and hierarchy. And once we talk about this structure and hierarchy, it is very much important everybody work together for attainment of common objective, and for that their common direction and the shape of their attitude and behavior, it is very much important. That's why we need to do an organizational level analysis. So first one is the individual, then group, and at large it's an organization. So this all three level analysis is very much important to understand our people, so accordingly we can apply various practices so our people act and behave according to the our requirement. The next topic is very much important about what are the various key concepts in organization behavior. Means once we are going to study organizational behavior, these are the various areas where OB directly apply. If we understand our people personality and attitude, it helps to know understanding how individual difference affect work behavior. Second one is a perception and decision making, how employee interpret and react to workplace situation. If we understand motivation, we come to know in what areas our people are going to be motivated, is what are the different ways where we need to apply our financial and non-financial rewards so our people will be motivated. Next is very much important about to understand about leadership. So what kind of leadership style I need to apply, whether democratic, autocratic, transactional, transformational, servant leadership, listen for leadership type, it depends, right? So OB helps in that. Then it is very much important to understand our group behavior. Then organization culture, very much important, where we are in that particular practice where we want to share our strong values and belief in our existing culture of organization. So our workplace behavior is very much important. And the stress management, change management is very much important, because we know that change is only a constant, and every organization sometimes have to go for compulsorily change or sometimes voluntary change. And for that, to handle the change, OB help us to know what strategies we apply in our organization so our people understand the change, easily accept the change, and they implement the change for the growth and success of the organization. Now this is a very much important, right? Why do study organizational behavior as engineering students or any streams related students? Why we need to study this subject, whether you are a technical stream or whether you are a non-technical stream? For everybody it is important to have a knowledge of organizational behavior, because wherever you will go, whatever your position, we need to understand our people, because we are going to work with our people. So especially engineering students typically focus on technical skill, but it is very much important for them to understand organizational behavior, because these are some important aspects. First, it helps to enhance leadership and management skills. Engineers often move into leadership roles, right? And OB helps them to understand leadership quality, how to take a decision, right? And what are the various strategies, how to move in a strategies planning, how to implement that particular strategies, how to understand various other people. So according to, we use the various leadership style where we can lead effectively and create a win-win situation for you as well as for your team. Second one is a effective teamwork and collaboration, because whenever we work, right, as if you are as a senior position, so whatever you are, maybe you work for the projects, or maybe you are heading at a department, or maybe you are heading one particular unit, it is very much important to have a collaboration and teamwork. So engineers or any students of any stream, if they learn OB, it helps them that how to work with the diverse team, because we have a very different type of people. If we talk about any states, so if you have a people from your states, then also there are variety of people. If we have a people from the various states, then also we have their psychology is different, their mindset is different, their lifestyle is different, everything is different, right? So it is very much important that whatever the different type of people are there in our team, how to do a teamwork and how to do a collaborative approach. So OB helps to effective teamwork and collaboration. Next one is very much important. It helps to improving communication skill. Here communication skill is that doesn't mean about an English language. Be very careful. It's not about language, it's about whatever the language you use. Maybe it's any language, maybe it's English, maybe it's Hindi, or maybe it's your mother tongue. It is more important that OB helps you to improve your written skills, your verbal skills, your interpersonal skills, how to deal with various stakeholders. Once we talk about stakeholders, means all the parties within the organization and all the parties outside the organization, like your employee, manager, bank, various government institution, various body, your supply chain management people, government officials, and everybody are the stakeholders, right? So how OB helps that how we improve communication skill, because communication skill is a one first and foremost steps to convince people. Whatever we are telling to them, they must understand why we are telling like this and what is our objective, right? So improving communication skill is very much important. OB helps in that. Also organizational behavior is more important to understanding human behavior in a workplace, right? So engineer interact with the various colleagues and many people, right? So OB helps them to understand how to motivate them, how to understand their attitude, how to make them more positive about their particular work, so we can improve their productivity and efficiency. Moreover, OB also helps to understand that how we implement the change and what are the various ways to implement the change, because in this cutthroat competition it is always there to introduce innovation, and for that it is very much important to understand our people. So we come to know what change management strategies are important, how to apply that particular strategy, how we can make our people happily accept this particular strategy. So it helps engineers drive innovation by fostering creativity and adaptability, because the psychology of any human being is to always resist to accept the change. But here we want to do some positive aspects, so easily positively our people accept the change and work on innovation, right? And more important is that sixth one is ethical and social responsibility. Engineer face ethical dilemmas related to safety, sustainability and corporate social responsibility. So OB helps in that. It very much important that how to take decision making and how to contribute to the society and to the nation. So it very much helpful to understand the impact of their work on society and environment, because whatever we are doing, it is, or whatever we are taking a services, we are taking a services from the society, maybe it's an employee, maybe it's a nature, or whatever it is. So it is always very much important that what we contribute and whatever the roles we are playing and whatever the decision we are taking have a direct impact on our society as well as the environment. A seventh one is that OB helps to know how to improve our motivation of our people. So there are various leadership theories, sorry, there are various motivation theory which we are going to discuss in next unit, but it is very much important. पहले हम अपने बंदे को जानेंगे तो हमें पता चलेगा कि क्या उनको मोटिवेट करता है, क्या उनको डीमोटिवेट करता है. So accordingly we apply various practices, right? So understanding motivation helps in managing teams and boosting their productivity. We always seek for self motivated people, and for that purpose if we provide such type of practices, it helps where we try to make our people to be a self motivated. Next one is a conflict resolution as well as the stress management. OBE helps how to improve a conflict resolution strategies to maintain a positive work environment, and what practices help us to make work life balance. So it is very much important. Next one is overall how to improve organizational efficiency, right? Efficiency is that part कि there is no any parameter, right? It within from the employee side. So our organization structure, culture, decision making, leadership style, various motivational practices play a very important role to enhance operational efficiency and improvement. So, and it is more important that how individual goals we can match with our organizational goals. And very much last but not least, very much important is that it very much helpful to any student to understand the OB, where you can know about how to start a startups and how to be an entrepreneurship role. So many engineer become an entrepreneurs or work in a startup. OB provides insight into managing employees, fostering innovation, and developing organization culture. So OB also helps in talent management and building successful enterprise, a successful engineer enterprise. So ultimately, OB studies help to understand human behavior. So in nutshell, I can say its OBE study help to improve work efficiency and productivity, employee motivation and job satisfaction, to create inclusive and positive organization culture, and how our behavior or the employees behavior have an impact on entire organization. That's why we understand personality and attitude, motivation, perception, team dynamics, organization culture, and various leadership style and various management and motivation practices. So once we identifying individual behavior that leads for proactive problem solving, collaborative teamwork, adaptability and learning, ethical conduct and integrity, employee engagement and commitment, we come to know how to improve our effective communication and overall understanding organizational behavior helps people, leaders, or an entrepreneur to cultivate positive behavior, right, in an organization. So it become a win-win situation for people and for organization as well. So this is what all about an introduction part of organizational behavior. So if I conclude, we understand what is OB, why OB is important to study, various three levels of organizational behavior analysis, that is individual level, group level, and last one is the organizational level analysis. Why we need to study organizational behavior subject and what is the significance of organizational behavior subject to understand, so we can work in an organization very positively, in a constructive way, in a collaborative way, and it helps us to understand our people so we can manage our people in a very productive manner. So it will be a very good situation for you as a leader or as a manager or as a superior position to work in very effective manner. So I hope you understand a brief about organizational behavior. Subscribe my channel for the upcoming new video on various disciplines which contribute organizational behavior. Thank you.